Proverbs chapter 15, verse 1. A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. For some people, election year is a time that they look forward to. It is a time when we have the opportunity to exercise our freedom and vote for whoever we would like to see in a particular office. However, for others, election year is a year that they will turn off the news and any news outlets that they have and let the election year play out itself. They will do this for a number of reasons, but one reason that I hear a lot is I get tired of hearing all the bickering back and forth about certain issues. In the political world today, there are very few debates over specific topics. Instead, there's a lot of name calling, a lot of trying to dig up the most dirt on a specific candidate, and a lot of mudslinging, as they call it in the political world. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 1 gives the man of God a whole new perspective on how to disagree or answer someone who you might not completely agree with. Solomon, in his God-given wisdom, writes, "A soft answer turns away wrath." Having two brothers so close in age, there was a lot of arguing, a lot of fighting, and a lot of trying to get to do something for the first time. My mom would always tell us to remember that it takes two to fight. In an argument, if we can learn the art of turning our point of view into a discussion rather than creating a hostile argument, not only will we come close to winning the argument or getting the results that we want, but we will also win the respect of the individual whom we are in conflict with. On the other hand, Solomon writes, "A harsh word stirs up anger." Conjuring up names to call someone and digging up dirt on others to use as we run out of things to say in our argument, that is our initial reaction in how to win an argument. We may win the argument, but we will not win the war. We will find ourselves not satisfied at continuing to be at odds with the individual and find ourselves avoiding contact with that person. We have not won anything but winning an argument that we were in. In the last few chapters of Matthew, we were able to read through the arrest, the trial, and the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Throughout this entire time, Jesus did not retaliate. He did not retaliate, or he did not resort to name calling or resort to digging up dirt on the Pharisees, the Sadducees, and the Roman officials. Instead, he simply answered the questions that were asked of him. It became difficult for the Roman officials to find him guilty of what the people were wanting to charge him with, simply because he did not retaliate. He did not answer with harsh words. Instead, he answered with a soft answer. My challenge to each of us is to carefully consider the times we find ourselves in disagreements. Carefully choose our words. Carefully choose the actions to try to diffuse the situation and make it a time that we can gain the respect of those around us instead of focusing on just winning the argument.